Cool kid edition. But one thing that I've been super hesitant to talk about, you can do it.
You turd. And sleep.
Out for another morning walk. Cool kid edition. Huh, how you feel? You feel pretty good with your shades on? Huh? He's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm too awesome. He's gonna fall asleep and we won't even know it. What's that smirk for, you goober? Hey, you feeling pretty fly? You're so silly.
Pretty fly for a young guy.
So one thing that I've been super hesitant to talk about is breastfeeding, or like how Hudson's getting fed. Before we had him, people asked us like, are you gonna breastfeed? And I would say, you know, I'm gonna try, and if it works, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay. And it has not worked. It's not worked as well as I would have liked it to. In the beginning, like when we were at the hospital, we had to supplement with formula just because his blood sugar was so low. And then we got home and we supplemented, and I don't know, he just like he just didn't like nursing at all. And so I started pumping, but we still tried nursing a little bit, and he just wouldn't do it. He'd latch on for like 5 minutes and then he would just yell at me. And I think I've mentioned that before. So I've basically been, I would say, exclusively pumping since we brought him home. Like, we still tried nursing about once a day, but he just hated it, and it wasn't worth it to me to get him upset and to get me upset when all he needed was to be fed. So I've been pumping I was pumping for about 10.5 weeks, and I finally stopped on Saturday last week. And that's been kind of a big source of like guilt for me in a way, just because I can make the milk, so there's no reason for me not to. But pumping was just such a huge, it wasn't a time waste, but it took up so much of my time. Like, I pumped as soon as I woke up in the morning, and then I'd pump, you know, 3 hours later, and then 3 hours after that. I was pretty much pumping for like 5 times a day, and it totaled about 3 hours. And one of the hardest things for me was that, like, in order for me and Brandon to go to sleep at the same time, he would start getting Hudson ready for bed while I was pumping. And so he got to, you know, lotion him up and put the pajamas on and lay him down and feed him. And I didn't get to participate in that really, because we were trying to get us on the same schedule. And so we collectively, but more so me, decided to stop pumping. And it's been really nice, I'm not gonna lie, because I can get up first thing in the morning with Hudson and take care of him, not have to worry about like going to make more food for him, and I can help at night, and I can put him down at night by myself, and I'm not taking 3 hours out of my day that could be spent with him and, you know, spending them in isolation pumping. A lot of people have said like, stop using bottles and he'll nurse, and we really did try. But in the end, as long as he's fed, we're both happy. And today is Friday. I haven't pumped for 6 days now, and he just finished the milk that we had stored in the freezer. So he's completely on formula as of right now, and I'm fine with it. Like, as long as he's fed, it's okay. There is still a part of me, like, I'm trying to still get rid of my milk, and I'm like, well, I have it. I still could, you know, pump. I could go back to that. But with Brandon going back to work soon, I think that it would just be, I think it'd be kind of stressful in all honesty, like, because if I'm pumping and Hudson wakes up and needs me right then, like, it's a whole process to put myself back together. So anyway, that's like a lot of personal information, and I haven't really wanted to talk about it because a lot of people, I mean, there's the notion that breast is best, and I get it. And if you're one of those people, that's totally fine. If it works for you, great. But it didn't work for us, and that's okay. In the end, he got what he needed for over 2 months, and the pediatrician gave us the okay to stop. And so, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So I'm happy with the decision. It's been a little hard coming to terms with, but I'm happy with it. So it's all good. He's fed, he's getting fat, everything's good. So I know I've talked about these before, but one thing that I really like to do for me and Brandon is make Shutterfly books. I mean, there's other apps too, but I just use Shutterfly. So I make big books of all the photos that we've done, like for the year, and big trips that we've taken. And we just got back Hudson's book. So this book just has like all the letters that I wrote to him while I was pregnant, and then our maternity pictures and his birth story. And then from here, I'll start doing like one every single year for him to know his milestones. And then as he gets older, like things that he starts doing and like, you know, sports and school stuff. So I just really like doing these. I'll just give you a little peek. So it's a cute little face. But yeah, I just have like so there's all the pictures from when we're in the hospital and bringing him home. Maternity pics, all the letters that I wrote to him. So I think they're really fun to do. I'll show you all the other ones that we have. So we've got like, this is this year's anniversary, so 7 years. This is from our fall trip, 6 years, vacations, and then we have like all the way back to the beginning. This is our wedding guest book. I just think they're really fun, and I was really happy that his book came. I have one more book coming this week. I kind of went nuts making books. I made our anniversary one, I made our fall trip one, I made Hudson's, and then I also made one for Carter and Little Bean, just like 2017, all the pictures that I got, because when we first lost him, people would go visit them and take pictures and send them to me, and family, friends, if you're watching, feel free to still do that. But so I put all those in a book so that we can keep that and just have the memories, and yeah. So we adjusted the swing so that Hudson would not be able to watch the TV, and he's still figuring out how to watch the TV. Turning his head to the side. Do you just love football, buddy?
I know you love football.
But you can't watch the TV.
You can't watch the TV. It's bad for your eyeballs.
He's like, wait, hang on. I'm watching the game. Dad. Hudson, stop. Stop watching the TV or we're gonna make you come sit with us.
Yeah, no more turning around, bro.
I tell you what, if you can turn around and watch the TV like that, I will let you. If you can figure it out, you can do it.
You turd.
He's like, okay. Oh.
Let's get ready for bed. It's time for bed.
Are you ready
to go to sleep.
You ready to go to sleep?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You gotta go to sleep right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sleep. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. No? Why not?
He doesn't have a lot to say right now.
You were so talkative until the camera got here.
That's how it always is.
You were babbling up a storm and laughing and crying. No, you don't cry. Just laughing.
Okay. Well, can you say goodnight to the people?
Say goodnight.
I'm going to sleep now. Okay, you don't care. Well, we are going to end the vlog there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.